A major drug bust seizes over 1,000 pounds of weed, but who was it intended for? And who was storing it? We look for answers. And the BDF joins the desperate search for 28-year-old mother Deborah Arthur's missing 12 days now. Plus, a Canadian diver tells us about a harrowing evening abandoned at sea. But who is to blame? Also, 1 month later, Crooked Tree asks, who is going to help them to get rid of a problem jaguar? Plus, we'll talk to the family of an asthmatic man who died in prison. They say it was neglect. The prison denies it. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight, Wednesday, April 8th, 2026. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craig.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shireen Kelso,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craig.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And I'm Aiden. We're your AI guides to all things NHI.
In this video, we will guide you on how to become an NHI member. You, and if you have a child, must have a Social Security card. To get an SSB card is easy. Visit socialsecurity.org.bz/card-replacement to view the required documents that are needed.
There is a fee of only $5 Belize dollars for a first-time issue and $26 Belize dollars for a replacement card. Newborns can use their mother's SSB card for up to 2 months.
With your SSB card, you and all family members can register at any NHI contracted clinic of your choice.
You and members of your family can now access health care when needed.
Please note that once you are registered with a clinic, you must go to that same clinic when you need medical care. Look out for more NHI guides like this.
Here are some interesting facts. Did you know the national ID is a unique number that connects your record across ministries? Trusted proof of identity, a tool to access public service faster, a gateway to digital government services, and a way to eliminate online fraud and identity theft.
The Belize National ID.
My name is Mrs. Esther Smith. I'm a co-owner of A Glimpse of Paradise gift shop here at Altoona, booth number 13. And me and my husband have to offer some of the most finest wood products here in Belize, all hand done by him. And these products are made from some of the most beautiful, finest and hardest wood here in our country. I first started at Atlantic Bank as, went there to start a saving account. From there, I have my checking account with the POS machine. And then it becomes more like a family to me because there are personnel from Atlantic Bank that will always come here, check with us, make sure everything is okay, clean our machine, and they will always ensure that we have bundles. My advice to anybody that wants to choose Atlantic Bank to be their bank is that don't be afraid. You won't have any regret. Atlantic Bank, you will find them to be very efficient, reliable, and competent.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years. Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sun Up on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Tonight, police are beating their chests over what's being called one of the biggest marijuana busts ever. Indeed, they snagged over 1,000 pounds of product. But the scale of the bust raises deeper questions about the robustness of the marijuana trade in Belize. Where is all this weed coming from? How is it entering the country? Where does it go? And who profits from it? Well, this was no small-time street corner operation. It involved proper storage at an inconspicuous stash house and the logistics and capital to acquire and distribute such a large quantity of high-grade product. Many questions, but tonight, not enough answers. Here's what we know so far.
This morning at 5:30, a multi-unit police team descended on this apartment building in Lords Bank, Ladyville. They found 29 large bags stuffed with 1,176 pounds of marijuana with a wholesale street value of $1.6 million, along with a 9mm pistol loaded with 12 live rounds.
A joint operation was carried out by personnel of the Gang Intelligence Investigation and Interdiction Unit, the Anti-Narcotics Unit, and the K9 Unit of the Belize Police Department at a property located in Lords Bank Village, Ladyville. This operation led to the seizure of a large quantity of marijuana, being 29 large bags, which preliminary indication suggests may weigh well over 1,000 pounds. Also seized at that property was a 9mm pistol, which contained 12 live rounds of 9mm ammunition. These drugs were discovered in the room of an apartment building and police are now seeking a person of interest in this matter.
And while police are seeking a person of interest, they were not willing to discuss the larger undercurrents of the drug trade behind the bust. For now, taking such a large quantity of weed from the underground supply chain will likely have a ripple effect and could even spawn retaliatory violence. But police weren't ready to address that today. Talisa Roberts, 7 News.
We'll let you know when an arrest is made. Police have also made an arrest in a drug-related murder. This one happened in October of 2025, where 48-year-old Arnaldo Coloveas was gunned down in front of his home. Yesterday, police arrested and charged the men they say are responsible for the drug hit.
Police have formally arrested and jointly charged 20-year-old Brandon Sanker and 23-year-old Kevin Armstrong, both of the Corozal district, for the crime of murder. Sanker was additionally charged for the crime of attempted murder in relation to the shooting of Jonathan Veos.
And one of the accused, Brandon Sanker, who is well known to Corozal police, was also recently brought up on a weapons charge.
Mr. Sanker was recently charged for possession of firearm, the joint charge along with the two minors. Indeed, from the incident occurred in October, Mr. Armstrong and Mr. Sanker were being sought. We had intelligence as to their whereabouts, and when that operation was conducted to apprehend these wanted persons, that resulted in the discovery of the weapon and now the eventual charge of these individuals.
And in other police news, there was a fatal accident in the Cayo district early this morning. The second in 2 days. Police told us more.
On Wednesday, 8 April 2026, just before 1 o'clock a.m., when police officers at the Georgeville Police Substation were advised of a traffic accident near mile 61 on the George Price Highway. The officers responded, and upon doing so, they observed a white SUV which was damaged, and beside that SUV was an injured male person, later learned to be 29-year-old Alexander Bradley of San Ignacio Town. Mr. Bradley was transported to the San Ignacio Hospital for medical attention. However, he succumbed to the injuries that he sustained some 4 hours later. What the investigation has pointed to thus far is that Mr. Bradley lost control of his vehicle upon approaching a curve in that area and collided into a street sign, which caused the vehicle to overturn.
29-year-old Lennox Bradley is believed to have been flung from the vehicle to the pavement, where he suffered a fatal injury. We'll take our first break now. When we come back, we'll take you to the George Price Highway, where the BDF joined the search for Deborah Office. Don't go away.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Mornings with the kids are always busy, but having the space we need makes life easier. With the Jack T8, we have the comfort, reliability, and space we need. With fully breathable leather seats, 6-speed manual transmission, 9-inch LCD screen with Apple CarPlay and Android, 4-cylinder, fully turbo diesel, and space for my entire family. We can count on Jack to get us there safely and comfortably.
The Social Security Board's new whistleblower reporting system makes it easy and confidential to speak up by reporting misuse of the Social Security services and benefits, including fraud, misconduct, false claims, and more. If you know of any unethical or illegal activity relating to SSB benefits, claims, or personnel, go to ssbspeakup.integrityline.com or use our toll-free hotline 0800 Speak Up, 0800 773 2587. This confidential reporting system is a way for you to report concerns or incidents privately without fear of reprisal. Your submission is confidential and anonymous. The Social Security Board is committed to providing a secure, confidential medium for whistleblowing that promotes organizational accountability and enhances public confidence in our services.
It's a matchup fever this week in the NEBL as we hit the halfway point. Friday night, the powerful Dangriga Dream Ballers hit the city for a showdown versus the red hot Belize City Defenders at the Belize Civic Center. Game starts at 9 p.m. Halftime entertainment by Vita Max.
I don't want peace. I want problems!
Then on Saturday night, the number 2 team, the Hungry Tiger Sharks, await the undefeated Bad Boys, the Orange Walk Running Rebels at the Belize Civic Center in a battle for first place. And in Cayo, the Cayo Western Ballers look to put a beat down on the winless Corzal Spartans. 8 p.m. at the Victor Galvez Stadium. Entertainment by the General himself, Super G, the NEBL Girls, and hosted by DJ Dollar. Giveaways at all games and the halftime $5,000 National Sports Council Shooting Challenge. So come out and support your NEBL team for this mega matchup fever weekend. Sponsored by the Government of Belize.
Belize, a town called Freedom, and Mars Production present an event you can't afford to miss.
It's the Belize Music World Festival, Saturday, April 25th, 2026.
At the spacious Marion Jones Stadium. This annual event is geared to give you the very best in music, food, and artistry.
The Belize Music World Festival.
Headlines with 2 of Reggae World's very best performers. The one and only Mr. Siggy himself.
Taurus Riley.
With the very first time in Belize, Reggae Prince of Reggae Royal family,
Skip Marley.
I just wanna be close to you. With his band. And also featuring on this momentous event is Pen Cayetano with his band. And Jay Cass with his band. Yes, Belize, it's a full-on band show. Also backing up this show is DJ Jago, DJ Console, DJ Cad, DJ Smurf, and Clark, and Rasen Jaro. Firestarter sound. It's all hosted by DJ Dollar. So mark the date and don't be late. April 25th. Gates open at 7 for showtime at 8 at the Marion Jones Stadium. Ticket prices are bleachers $41. General admission $61. VIP $151. Ultra Boost $2,500. Also available cocktail tables for VIP area only. Sponsors are A Town Called Freedom, Mars Production, Monisco, Pelican, Travelers Liquor, BTB, Niche, Channel 5, Channel 7, Love FM, and Love TV, Trim Radio and TV, and Cellular World.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank. Building the future together.
In the heart of Belize, a battle is being waged, not with weapons, but with choices. When waste is disposed of in unauthorized locations, in our forests, drains, and waterways, along our highways, and in vacant lots, this is illegal dumping. The consequences reach far beyond what we see. Toxic chemicals seep into our groundwater, threatening our drinking water. Disease-carrying mosquitoes breed in abandoned tires, and wildlife mistake our waste for food. For over a decade, the Department of Environment has worked tirelessly to clean up these sites. But they can't do it alone. They need your help, and now taking action is easier than ever. Download the ArcGIS Survey 123 app to your phone. You can report illegal dump sites. The app records the location, allows you to add photos. Simply open the app, allow location access, fill in basic details about the site, add a photo, and submit. Your report helps us protect our communities and natural resources. Every report matters. Every action counts. Stand proud in protecting our nation. Our Belize, our responsibility. Bini.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
The search for mother of one, Deborah Authors, continues tonight. The 28-year-old was last seen 12 days ago in front of La Popular Bakery. Today, members of the Belize Defense Force participated in the search in the Memorial Garden area off the George Price Highway, hoping to bring the family close to answers. Today, we spoke via phone to the Chief of Staff, and this is what he said.
So on the 5th of April, we got a call from we received a request from Staff Sergeant Kiran Gongora, who's a serving member of the BDF. He requested for assistance in terms of the BDF assisting to search the area for a missing relative of his, Miss Deborah Arthurs. So thereafter, on the 6th, Monday, onto Tuesday, and today, Wednesday, 8 BDF personnel plus has been assisting with the search. They've searched the areas of Ladyville, Lords Bank, the John Smith Road, Mile 8 and Hattieville. Today they are still currently at the Mile 8 area. So those are the areas that the BDF has assisted in terms of the search. The police actually requested for our assistance today in terms of a search, but once the police request our assistance, the commander BDF is likely to assist, no?
The family continues to ask members of the public that may know her whereabouts to contact them on Facebook or call 922 tips. On Holy Thursday, when everyone was gearing up to get out for Easter, 4 divers were stranded out at sea in Belize's southern waters in the fading light of evening. It's a minor miracle that they all survived after hours adrift, but perhaps an instructive moment regarding the duty of care to hotel guests. The group was staying at Tobacco Key Paradise when the incident happened. Today we met one of them at the airport and he gave us his version of the terrifying ordeal.
What began as a typical dive excursion with laughing quickly turned into a fight for survival for 4 divers drifting in open waters near the Belize Barrier Reef. Thomas Barrett of Vancouver, Canada, recalls that the group completed their first dive without incident on April 2nd. But when they continued the tour to Caribou Key, that's when things took a turn for the worse. Initially, the group assumed the captain had simply lost track of their position and would reappear within minutes. Instead, the minutes stretched on as the sun slowly dipped towards the horizon. Soon, daylight faded and the divers realized they were alone in open water.
When we surfaced the dive, there was no one to pick us up. So it was about 5 p.m. We looked around nothing, no one between us and Caribou Cay, basically. So we joked at first. We're like, "What the f?" And then the sun set down, so it was dark. Still no boat on the horizon. We couldn't see anything. So we came up with an emergency plan. The dive master mentioned that there was some mangrove islands southern of where we were. The current was taking us. So we just create like a human chain. We stay all together, armed and armed all together, and we gently kicked our way towards those mangroves. And the moon started to appear. We had some light finally, but it was still dark.
With night falling, they were left with little more than the moon and their instincts to guide them, and even that was unsafe, with crocodiles, sharks, and other marine life in the water. Each movement became more difficult as they pushed themselves towards what they hoped would be land.
At this point, we can see some boat looking for us where we should have exited the dive, so by the reef, but we have been drifted miles away, so they were looking at the wrong place. And it looked like they didn't extend the search. It was really pinpoint to that area. And we kept swimming away. Some minutes, hours after, we see some lights on the horizon. We don't know if it's on lands, if it's on those mangrove islands. And we finally see like a stronger white light that we decide to get close to it. So we swim, and you have to understand at this point, with the salty water for hours and the fins, we had blisters on every of our toes. So every kick is painful. And to go toward that white light, we had to go against the current, which was very, very painful.
And with salt and exhaustion, there was nothing funny about the situation.
Even though we tried to joke about the situation, it's not funny anymore. We can lose like our life any moment. So we go towards that catamaran, we scream help, we blow the whistle like 3 sharp times every 20 seconds in order to attract someone's attention. And no response. The catamaran is pitch black. Nothing's coming from the catamaran. And so we approach the catamaran, we reach the back of the catamaran, the ladder is down. We remove our fins mask, we go up the ladder, and then someone screams, "Who's there? What are you doing here?" And I can see a silhouette at the back of the boat. The man approached us, and I can see 10, 12 people from the cabin emerging, looking at us like shocked, alarmed. They don't know the situation, what's happening. Just imagine 4 random people in scuba gear in the middle of the night just showing up to your boat. It turned out to be a chartered boat by an Italian group in their 40s, 50s. One of them is a doctor, and they kept looking at us like hallucination. But they brought us water, they brought us snack, food, blankets, jam on toast. They really took care of us because they saw we were shaking, dehydrated, and the dive master with the phone of the catamaran captain, called the rescue, and so 2 boats came. One from the resort that was a neighbor to the resort we were staying at, and I believe the Coast Guard. So then they took us to Caribou Cay. The armed Coast Guard were waiting for us. They took our deposition, name, age, nationality. We waited about 30 minutes. The dive master finally found his wife, and his daughter. Everyone was crying and scared. We jumped onto another boat, and then we head back to the resort we were staying at.
Rescue boats arrived later, including personnel believed to be from the Belize Coast Guard, and transported the divers to safety. They were taken to shore, where their names and statements were recorded. They were eventually returned to their resort. Their return was met with relief from staff and guests who had been anxiously awaiting the word of their fate. But the aftermath of the ordeal left lingering questions, especially upon leaving the resort and going back to mainland.
During the boat ride, and information got shared with us that the manager took a bit more than 2 hours before sending any rescue to us, which to us changed the whole situation. Like, how can you let people at sea, knowing that they didn't exit, they're dive or they're missing? How can you wait more than 2 hours before sending any rescue? Like, don't play with our lives. We're not local, I know, but we're guests and we pay for our stay, and you're playing with our life, which at this point was very frustrating to us. So I sent a text to the owner saying, like, this changes everything. We want more compensation. And he admitted that even before I sent the message that he refunded everything.
For now, they have been reimbursed for the trip in its entirety. But the story could have had a different ending, and the question remains, why were they left out in the open sea for so long? Jaleesa Roberts, 7 News.
We reached out to the hotel manager for Tobacco Key Paradise for comment, but they indicated that the matter is being dealt with and we should contact the BTB. We also reached out to the director of tourism, who as of news time has not gotten back to us. It's been about a month since a jaguar has been terrorizing the farmers of Crooked Tree. Unlike Anri, which went after dogs in Lemonal village, this jaguar has been hunting cattle. But for one rancher, it's been targeting animals who were infested with screwworm and had to be quarantined. So, apart from the deadly insect, the ranchers also have to contend with what they say is a tricky jaguar that just can't seem to be caught. The Carlsall Sustainable Future Initiative had been trying for weeks to capture it, but to no avail. And according to one caretaker about 2 weeks ago, they packed up their equipment and left, even though the jaguar is still roaming the area. Melvin Quilter explained via Zoom that now they're out of options.
Apparently they came the following day because we notified the Belize Zoo, which I have a guy there that I know as a friend, and he said their hands are all tied up because apparently now Forestry wants CSFI to take over, and what I noticed so far, they aren't doing a pretty good job because they were there about a whole week. While they were there trying to capture the jaguar walked almost on top of them, like 10 to 15 feet from where they were staying the night. They put up snares, they set traps. But what the guy told me from the Belize Zoo is snares doesn't work again. So while they were there, we have the same issue again. The jaguar was just eating calf while the rangers was there, apparently setting traps and surveillance and stuff. So now we don't know what's the other step to do. Recently, about 2 weeks ago, I watched one drag a calf right in front of us. That was after the rangers left because they just leave and they didn't notify us that they were leaving the place. So now we don't have no other option. Recently, I brought this guy from Belize Zoo. I spoke to him again and told him about our situation after the jaguar ate the other calf after he left. He was like, the only thing I can do since my hand is tied up is to at least help you guys with 4 lights. The lights are something like they use for coyotes. It's like go all around, it has all different colors. So that's the only help we got from Belize Zoo because they said that's the only thing they can do. And he apparently it's working a kind of way, but the herd of cattle that we have here, the ranch that I work, is too big. So we have to wait every day for it to just capture one, and we can't do nothing. Recently, we had a bull tied in the corral, and this was a bull about 1,000 and change pounds, a big bull, and the jaguar literally went inside the corral trying to catch him, but the bull is too big, so the bull just broke the corral. The best thing that we try to do right now is like see if we can get back Belize Zoo in this project again.
We contacted the Forestry Department, who said they are working on the report and will have the details tomorrow. Last night, the director of the Immigration Department told us he was launching an investigation into the sick-out allegedly staged by 8 to 10 immigration officers at the western border last week. Things moved quickly after that because by nightfall, the officers all received letters notifying them that they were being placed on administrative leave. The letters alleged that they willfully abandoned their posts even though they had doctor's papers. That has gotten the PSU involved. 6 of the officers are union members. Today we spoke to the president via Zoom, and he says the CEO exposed the department to a possible lawsuit.
The Public Service Union is extremely concerned about the manner in which, or the steps that the Immigration Department has taken in relation to this matter. In my review of a few of the letters, the CEO in the Ministry of Immigration, or in the Department of Immigration, has essentially gone out on a limb and accused officers of sabotage. A very serious allegation, which in my view also borders defamation. But I want to say that the CEO is playing with taxpayers' dollars because, in my view, she has entered some very serious waters to malign and defame these officers. These officers complied with Regulations 153 of the Belize Constitution Public Service Regulation. They lawfully, within the specific period of time, submitted their medical certificates, and they followed proper administrative procedures by informing their superiors that they were not feeling well. The regulations recognizes that officers are entitled to approve medical slash sick leave, man. When they're unwell, they're entitled to that. It is not for the director or the CEO to then say that they are suspicious of their illness. Who the hell certify enough to be to determine what is a certified medical leave versus a fraudulent medical certificate? Who the hell certified or know as such? I'm really upset about this thing, man. Let's respect the process and then let's look into the welfare of the officers so that perhaps we can then uncover if there is any underlying issues. But not let's act in a heavy-handed manner with the view to intimidate and to prosecute officers. And like I said, in my view, from where I stand, to expose taxpayers to a serious payday for these officers.
We'll keep following the story. A 27-year-old man from Red Bank Village has been charged with unlawful sexual intercourse after being accused of having sex with a minor. ASP Smith told us what the police know so far.
Police have formally arrested and charged Alexander Leal Miguel, a 27-year-old naturalized Belizean of Red Bank Village, for 3 counts of unlawful sexual intercourse. These charges follow police investigation into a report that he had sexual intercourse with a female who was below the age of consent on 3 separate occasions between 2021 and 2022.
And in the city, 25-year-old Sean Alberto is currently recovering from a shooting on Reggae Street. According to ASP Smith, police have recovered vital surveillance footage that could help them find the perpetrator.
Police are investigating a shooting incident which occurred on Tuesday, 7th April 2026, just before 8 o'clock p.m. on Reggae Street in Belize City. Officers who were on patrol in the area were alerted to the sounds of shots being fired, and they were advised by personnel at the police control room of the specific location. Upon their arrival, they observed an injured male person whose identity was later learned to be 25-year-old Sean Nalberto. The male person exhibited apparent gunshot injuries and he was transported to the hospital where he now lies in a critical but stable condition. What we have been able to ascertain so far in the course of the investigation is that Mr. Nalberto was seated in a vehicle on Reggae Street when a masked male person approached and fired several shots, which resulted in the injury of Mr. Nalberto. Police have retrieved video footage from the Police Fusion Center, which are of use to the investigation, and a male person of interest is being sought.
We'll take a break now, but when we come back, you'll hear from the angry family of an asthmatic man who died in prison. Don't go away.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
I'm Randall Friesen and I manage Westbell Produce, better known as Granny's Foods. That's our main brand. So we offer high quality grains, beans, rice, and we also offer corn chips made from 100% locally grown corn. We saw a need for high quality locally produced products. A lot of the best products are being exported and we said, we need to keep some of the best products here in Belize rather than export everything. Atlantic Bank has helped us achieve our goals by providing the financing for us to be able to launch products faster than we would without the financing that they offer. We find that Atlantic Bank is very customer friendly, especially with small and medium-sized businesses. We find that Atlantic Bank is more than willing to go the extra mile. They try to understand your business. So when we go to Atlantic Bank with a certain need, we find that they try to develop a solution that will meet our specific need. I would encourage any small business owner to go to Atlantic Bank for their financial services. They're very friendly. And just overall, their service is excellent.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sun Up on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Tonight, an asthma attack has left Colby inmate 32-year-old Philip Devon Bowen dead. Bowen, who was serving a 7-year sentence for aggravated assault, had an asthma attack on Tuesday and died shortly after. But his family says he didn't have to die. They are furious, accusing Colby of willful neglect. Jaleesa Roberts has the story.
Philip Devon Bowen died in prison yesterday morning after suffering an asthma attack. He was initially taken to the facility's medical center in a crisis before being rushed to the KHMH, but he died in the ambulance on the way there. His family is now seeking answers as to how this could have happened to their loved one. His dad said they spoke the day before.
I just talked to him the day ahead. Every day he called me. So the day ahead he called me and I talked to him. We did laugh and talk. So he tell me, he said, Dad, he said, I know why you come heal me now. I why you come heal me when my birthday. He says, so you left everything for my birthday. I usually go curtain from. So I tell him what, that time they laugh. He said, Dad, I want 33, you know, I want 33, you know, Dad. So I tell him, I said, Devon, I say, 33, that was rough year in your life, you know. I said, that's one of the roughest years. So when you pass 33, I say, you're there on a good step.
But he never lived to see 33, with his birthday a little over a month away, on May 23rd. But the family says the responsibility was on the Kobe Foundation to know that with his asthma, his living conditions were not ideal.
I heard a lot of little rumors from inmates inside because I have family inside, I have cousins inside there. And what I heard that when he was in the cell, he was hollering out, said, help because he needed a pump, inhaler.
And did he have that?
Well, I'm not sure if he may have that with him. I'm not sure if he may have that with him. I hear he made a request for them refill it because it looked like an inhaler when they refill. So he made ask for them refill it. I guess they never refilled all of that. I have to try find out.
But the CEO of the Kobe Foundation says that his pump did not need a refill, that he got a new one 2 weeks ago. His brother reflected on who he was as a person apart from his life in prison.
I'm a joyous person. I like dance. I like play drum, dance drunk, you know. Peter, you could say it, check. A lot of grinning for he face action every time. I check every time with the wrong bigs. Cause that's my nickname Big A. Always active, always happy. He cook for you. He love help, now one thing. He take care of everybody like that. He pick me, young or old, no matter. Saturday a man call, I tell my son, check for your cousin. I tell her that I love her. Cause I got his daughter, 11. In the US. And I just have to cope. Pray up. Make the Father lead the way.
And the father says that despite the deeds of his son, who was serving a 7-year sentence for aggravated assault, he should have never died this way.
Well, I don't want really know exactly what happened. Because they're not like my son me sick. They're not like him sick. When he call all my we family the same day, every day, the day he call all of we family and they talk to we. And now, so I think the Kobe Foundation and I think you have to get some kind of compensation or something. Everybody love their loved one. It could be good, it could be bad. At the end of the day, that you're a child, so you can't live on like that. You know, and we're all human. You know, everybody go through different things. Everybody have a lot of negative. People have a positive. You say, but you know where part you stand. So you have to just. I just have to just calm myself and pay that nobody no mind.
The family will be taking legal action against the Kobe Foundation, but for now, they must bury their loved one. Jaleesa Roberts, 7 News.
The Kobe Foundation has not had a doctor at the prison clinic for the past 6 months, and an EMT is their first responder. Yesterday, we told you that several persons attended a ceremony in Indian Creek Village on Monday where they were given a land certificate. However, this certificate wasn't from the Lands Department and holds dubious, if any, value. The lots that were reportedly surveyed and divided are actually on private property managed by the Yakshek Conservation Trust. The trust retained Courtney and Koi to send this cease and desist letter. Still, the ceremony continued, and some 160 residents believe they now have title to the land. However, the village chairman told us today that it is an illegal move by the village's alcalde. He's now asking for the government's intervention.
We want to make it abundantly clear what the village alcalde has been doing is illegal, and moreover, the Justice of the Peace is issuing his seal to sign land document whereby he has no jurisdiction to do so. The village council is concerned, and whereby we had recently met with the minister, the TA, the Mayor Leader Alliance, and the Holy and True Society to discuss to come and work together. But unfortunately, the alcalde refused to cooperate with us because he believes he is the supreme leader of the village granted by the CCJ, which is against the CCJ order. As I mentioned earlier, we had a meeting and he agreed to work together with the village council. And 2 days later, he jumped that agreement that he met and he went on his own again. And that is concerning to the village council and to the community as well.
If I recall, the village had also, you all wanted to rebuke the whole alcalde system to get rid of it from the village. Is that still your position? Or do you just want another alcalde?
Well, at the moment, Courtney, the system cannot be removed. But what our community are coming to the village council now that they prefer to elect a new alcalde, because this alcalde himself is working alone and he's doing as he feel like he have the supreme power over the village council. The government officials are notified, and then we want them to intervene as well, to work with us and to put a stop on what the alcalde is doing.
And this isn't the first time the Indian Creek villagers and council have been at odds with the alcalde. Last year, they held a press conference asking to remove the alcalde system, or at least the alcalde. We did reach out to the Minister of Indigenous Affairs, who said that he's gathering information and needed a few days to respond. And that's all we have for you for our newscast tonight. Thanks for watching. With your news, I'm Indira Craig. Remember, you can find a full transcript of the news at 7newsbelize.com and see the streaming video on our Facebook page. Have a great night and join Miriam Abdul-Kawe here, sitting in for me tomorrow night. Have a great one.